Uh, what's going on, everybody? What's up? Good morning. Good morning. You are hanging out with Team 100. It's the Morning Joe. So we do it about every week, every Sunday morning. Talk a little tech before football comes on Sundays. Got my man Allan Anthony with me.
What's good? What's good? What's up, everybody? Allan Anthony from PhoneTechAtWork.com. Phone Tech at Work is the brand. And if you want to follow me and subscribe to my channel, I will have a lot of content, including iPhone and Android news galore. Good?
Okay. What's going on, brother? Hey, we got a strong start. We got 5 folks watching already. Shout out
What's
to
up?
Mac M. Good morning, sir. Shout out to Big Michael Upchurch. Definitely in the building.
What's up, Mike?
Hey, so did you get what you was looking for?
Nah, man. I think I'm gonna wait. Until next until Friday. And I'm gonna pick up that HP Omen laptop for 800. I seen how they got it on open box, but I mean it's not telling me saying how the store it's in. You know what I'm saying? It's just saying in store only. So I'm not sure what that even means.
Oh, the sale. So what that mean? You can't in-store only must mean you can't buy it online. Is that what
Yeah.
that means?
Yeah, but it's not really telling me on which store has it for
Oh,
750. I saw it for 750 on the open box, but in the store it's 800, but I'm trying to see if I could get it on like the 750 because I'm already passing like my limit. It's a lot of good. I mean, it's a lot of good ones out there, but the screens, man, it's only 768p. So I'm like, oh man, I think, bro, I need at least a 1080p. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? And then the ones that have the 1080p have some shitty graphics cards. So I'm like, strike two, bro. You know?
See, yeah. You're gonna definitely want at least 1080 on your laptop. For everybody that's watching in the stream, I know y'all might be. I don't want y'all out here clueless. Phone Tech at Work, Mr. Allan Anthony, he's out and about checking out laptops. So if you guys know any good deals or any good laptops with at least HD displays,
Hold up.
uh,
Hold on. I just put you on Bluetooth.
Check.
okay, you're still good.
All right, good.
Yeah, HD display, um, i5 or better. You know, let them know. Hit them up because
Yeah,
he's
and I'm
definitely
trying to.
out there looking
I
for
mean,
one.
it's not. I think the most important part is to have 1080p and the graphics card has to be legit. You know what I'm saying? And for under 700. So I'm trying to look for under 700, but I think that Omen laptop is only 800. So I gotta reach into the funds a little bit more. So I gotta see if I could go over that seven. I got some plans for the money. That's why Christmas is up. So
Oh yeah, true. This is true. This is
yeah,
true. You can't. It's hard to buy stuff for self
yeah,
right now. And
yeah.
yeah, I'm in that struggle right now because I got some money, but I started Christmas shopping already. Luckily though, I
Oh no,
already
I already did too. I did everything for the kids. I'm just waiting on something else for them, and then I gotta get something from the girl and the parents, I guess, and the sisters, I guess. So I'm working on that. Yeah,
But what's
yeah, man.
going on in
Anybody
this
else joining
stream?
in? What?
I don't know. I hit everybody up. I posted the time because I was a little busy. I posted the time and I shared the link. So hopefully, Rob will jump in later, or I know Forbes probably might not jump in. But what's up in the stream, man? You see, Mac M says, "What y'all looking for?" And he hit him with the question mark. Then he said, "All right, I'm going by."
He's like, yo, I got MacBook, so I'm out. Peace.
Right. Oh yeah, that you got the Me Mix too,
Who, me?
Mike. I see Mike. He
Okay.
wanted to get that Google Pixel 2 XL.
Oh yeah, man. And another thing too was, man, I was trying to get that selfie cam on point too. You know, what I'm saying that then I don't have to buy $100 one. So I'm trying to get all of that into one. But I think I mean, sure, man. I seen how I think the Logicam ones are on sale right now. I think at Best Buy for like only $30 off. You get the $100 one, the 151 for
I
like a
think
little
you
bit
should.
cheaper.
I wasn't even, for real. Honestly, they're never on laptops. For some reason, it just seems like that camera is never that strong. That
I mean, on the one that I currently have, bro, it's the worst. So I mean, I'm trying to get. I mean, anything a little bit better than that, I'm fine with.
I
I mean,
think you should.
I'm not gonna stream with the one I have, man. I mean, it seriously, man, almost looked like it's VGA, you know, quality. Like at least, like, I mean, almost 480p is fine with me. You know what I'm saying, but I'm not streaming with you guys in no VGA quality. You feel me?
Yeah, I feel you. I feel you. What's going on? We got Orlando McManus in the building. What's going on, Orlando? Good morning. Fire Trap Diva, local celebrity up in the building. Shout out to Fire Trap. But you know what?
Fire trap. But it's
These the cameras on these laptops is never really that good. I like having a webcam because like right now my laptop is in my laptop is actually in like tablet mode, and I got my webcam on my steering wheel. So it's just like it's so much you can do with that. You know what I mean? Like with having a separate webcam, especially like a HD one.
yeah, that's true. Yeah, I know, but I mean, if I'm getting a laptop for over 7, like I need at least like I mean, halfway decent one is fine.
Yeah,
I
true.
mean,
I feel you.
shoot, man, the one that I have now, I can't use that for the streams at all. So yeah, man. Anything happening in tech, man? What's up with those phones, man?
I know we got Mike in the chat talking about the Xiaomi Mi Mix 2 200 and a lower change. It looks promising. I ain't checked that out yet, Mike. I'm gonna have to check that out because
I just
200.
I just saw a leak on the Mi Mix 3, man. So that's already obsolete soon.
Oh, that's why it's 200 then. Man. So what's going on? Let's talk a little Christmas. It's around the holidays. What type of gifts you been buying?
I bought like a bunch of toys from Amazon. I did some Toys R Us, like some in-store pickup joints. I don't know, man. I got 2 little boys, so I mean, everything superheroes, and cars and whatnot. I bought some. I actually bought some Fire tablets too on like the Black Friday deals. I mean, that's nothing to brag about.
Okay. Cool. I bought some Google Home Minis, like just for like different. You know how you be like, oh, I gotta get this person a gift for, for people, that you don't gotta buy big gifts for, but you want to have them a gift. I bought some Google Home Minis, and I was thinking, but there's sometimes it's like that type of stuff shoots you in the foot because you buy it for them and they don't understand how to use it, so it becomes like like annoying for
Hey
real
man, it's the
sometimes.
thought that counts, man. I was just in Best Buy right now, and they still have them on sale for $30, but there's no I mean, as far as like the gift card, had you got like all the gift cards at once, PG, or no?
Say it again.
I mean, as far as like the gift cards on that Black Friday deal, had you got all the gift cards at once, or you didn't get any gift card? I thought every purchase had the gift card.
Yeah, I didn't. I only at first when I went on Black Friday, I had only bought one.
Oh,
Yeah. So I guess now, like, I guess it did go up by $10 because now it's $30, but you don't get the gift card. Now let me ask you a question. Just coming out of Best Buy, did they have any different colors? I see like the advertisement for a pink Google Home Mini.
Damn, honestly, bro, I didn't really look, man. I just seen how they had it. Like the same little in that same little metal stand, but I didn't really look at it because I'm not really interested. But if anything, man, if I get any last minute gifts, then I'll probably have to pick one up, man. I got a Target gift card for $10, so I got that. Yeah, I don't know what to do with that. Sorry, man. I'm about to get some clothes, man. Sorry. There you go.
Oh, you alright? You alright? Yeah. Yeah, I bought some stuff, but that's cool. Now, you said you was passing on. What about these? What do you think about these iPhone 10 returns?
Ugh. Sure, man. I was gonna be one of them. Yeah, man. I was gonna be one of them, but I already passed my 14 days, man, and I realized that I think at the 16th day I was like, damn, it's too late now. But I don't know, man. I was just watching somebody say he said, oh man, I was using my A plus for like a week, and then I went back to my X, and I'm just so happy with the X right now. So I don't know, man. I gotta look at it in like a positive way because I mean I'm not trying to go back to the bezels, but
Right. What do you think it is? But what do you think is what is the main, like, one of the biggest reasons you think folks are returning them? I could probably say just the cost.
I mean I think it's the cost, man. I think having to pay $1,000 and the A plus is only 800. So I think people are looking at it that way instead of having to pay have that extra $200 to $300. They're like, man, I just take the A plus, and it looks like it's a bigger screen anyways. You know, so you know, I think it's just the price, man. I think people are like, it's not really worth it. So I think Apple, man, I think they should be selling like a bunch of refurbished very, very soon. But I think after Christmas, I mean, it's gonna be a lot more. So I'm thinking like that. Yeah, man. I don't know. It's a good phone right now, but it needs some definitely like some updates. So I just trimmed down my beard because I was having some problems like having like the Face ID stuff. So hopefully it works a little bit better than before because every time they how the beard kept growing, it's getting worse. And I try to retrain the face and all that, but like it still didn't work. It's all in like the bone structure or something like that.
What up? Fire Trap, you ain't missed much. We talking about the iPhone 10 iPhones returning it. What up, Zolika? What's going on? Good morning. But I think so. I've never tried this because I expected kind of like the BS with the facial recognition. Which, I mean, it's not that bad, but it takes a little too much focus for me to unlock my phone facial recognition. Sometimes, like, it should be natural. It's not as natural as it should be. But do you think, can you reprogram like more than one face? I haven't tried.
I actually read a report and they said how it was only trained for one face. So I think it's not like the other devices where, I mean, like if your wifey wants to use it and just train her face, no. It's only built for one face.
Yeah, I can see that being a problem. It seemed like it would make it better to me because, like, let's say, all right, I got the clean look, boom, program the face. I let my beard grow out, program my face. You see what I'm saying? Just like on, like with phones with fingerprint scanners. You keep reprogramming the same finger, and it works 10 times better. Or you know what I'm saying? You never really have a fail if you can't, program the same finger more than once in a whole bunch of different positions.
Yeah, man, I think what it is too is that it's a lot of side glances that, I mean, like it doesn't unlock 100% like the side glances. It must be like a 50% chance that it'll unlock. I mean, but I haven't used my pen so many times and so long, bro. Like, I mean, it pisses me off, but I mean, I'm already used to it now. I mean, especially when driving, man. I know texting and driving is not safe, but if you're trying to unlock it with the side view, it's not gonna unlock, man. You gotta put your hand on the phone.
Oh yeah, you're gonna fuck around and crash.
Yeah. Yeah, man, because I'm not gonna put the phone up to my face like this. I mean, as I'm driving.
You're gonna get pulled over. And that's what I ain't even gonna lie. I was, trying to unlock my phone one day when I was driving, and I'm like that. Like I look dumb as hell going like this. Like for the police to be like, "Oh yeah, you definitely got your phone in your
Like,
head." You
yo,
know what
you're
I'm saying?
being like super obvious with it, you know. And
Right.
I'm like, damn, man, I'm just having Touch ID, man. And I got this case on it right now. It has an opening in the back. See how it looks right here?
Yeah.
I be placing my finger in the back, and I keep forgetting. I mean, it's not a fingerprint scanner, man. Yo, man, it would have been the perfect spot too, man. Perfect spot for that fingerprint scanner. Like, I mean, exactly where the logo is. So, I mean, if they could just move that logo like a little bit, like, up or down or whatever, I mean, it would fit more. Or even making the logo the fingerprint scanner. No, but man, Apple isn't trying to innovate, man.
Hey, you know what is, and that's I just think it was what they fell back on when they failed at that fingerprint scanner under the display. It was this facial ID, facial recognition would have been really cool if you still had a fingerprint scanner to go to. You know what I'm saying? Like I wouldn't knock it then. Like you know what I'm saying? Like it wouldn't really matter as much as it do now if they would have had the
Okay.
fingerprint scanner on the phone.
Okay, right. Had you noticed how the power button? I mean, it's like a little bit bigger on the X. Have you noticed that?
Yeah.
So how about putting the fingerprint scanner on the power button? I mean, how the power button is actually big enough and it can fit your fingers. So I don't understand how come. And I think Apple has a patent on that too. And they're not using it.
It's like I think what these companies are missing is really good common sense consultants. They need some outside consultants like Team 100 to really come in and make the phone the complete monster that it needs to be. You know what I mean?
I was telling somebody in our group me chat. I said, hey man, if we just come together, man, and just make our own phone, and just put like the Google camera app in that thing, and just have our own little phone, man. Because like if people are pushing out phones that almost look like the E-Mix, only $100, I'm like, yo, I mean, how much are really the parts? I mean, seriously. I mean, it's a lot of Chinese ripoffs, like how like the Mi Mixes look, and they're like $100. So, I mean, seriously, man, I could possibly make my own phone, but I know how it works, man. You gotta buy everything in bulk.
That's what everything I think, because it's like the phone. I mean, you figure if they charge $100 for the phone, it only costs at the most $30 to make, $25. You know what I'm saying? Right. The phone, the actual amount of money it takes to make a device is nowhere near 50% of what the device costs. What's going on, Mark? Shout out to Mark. We got Mark in the building. What's going on in the stream, man? Talk to us. Y'all like a little dead this morning, man. Wake up. Am I on too early? Is it me? I'm turned up. I got this coffee.
Sure, man. On the East Coast, I mean, I think on the West Coast is only it's only 9 a.m. over there. So I know it's a lot of people from the West Coast that watch us.
Oh, good. Keeping up with the analytics. Yeah, but yeah, I don't. Like I said, man, like I didn't return the 10. I bought it thinking like, oh yeah, I ain't even gonna lie. I bought the 10 like, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and move on to this Pixel XL2 after 2 weeks.
Do it.
I'm not really pressed to, because you know what? It's like I got enough big phones, enough big Android phones to hold me down. It's like
that's true too.
I like the size. I'm not even gonna lie. Like I like having a smaller phone that I could do a lot with one hand. And the gestures, I like the size with the combination of the gestures. If they could just if I could unlock the phone as fast as I wanted to, it wouldn't be, what I'm saying? It would be pretty good. If I could just get the phone to unlock as fast as I wanted to, this is the perfect text and drive phone. My video is demonetized.
I think though, is that so you already have a 7 Plus, don't you?
I sold my 7 Plus.
Oh, you just sold it?
sold it a couple. Yeah, I sold it. I mean, this is the 7 Plus. It's got the 7 Plus number. I moved on. That's what, that's what I do with my iPhones. I try to keep the newest iPhone. That's it. That's all.
Yeah.
It wasn't once the new.
Well, yeah, man. I think Easy was saying that the iPhone 10. I mean, it's like it's almost like a special edition iPhone. So I think next year, right? I think it's gonna be like a little bit different. And it's not gonna be AMOLED next year from like a lot of the rumors I'm seeing. So like it'll be back to LCD. That's what I've been reading. So I mean, it might be like a special edition iPhone. I mean, as far as the size and the screen and like processor, maybe. So it might be. I don't know. That's a good phone,
I think
man.
it's a collector's edition.
Yeah.
I'm a guy, right? I don't expect any phone to be perfect. I take it and I find a niche for it. You see what I'm saying? And with all the big phones I have, like, honestly, I like big phones, but to go to a phone that's like really a real super one-hander, and you know what I'm saying, be able to do some more stuff. Like, it's like my social media phone. I get on there, hop on Twitter, send an emoji. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not my content consumption phone or nothing like that. Even though I could use it like that, but it's like, just, it's perfect for just little one-handed stuff that I like to do. And okay, Mark said the X is perfect form factor. Is the perfect form factor, but iOS 11 is buggy as hell. You're right, Mark. So hopefully we could get some updates going on. Are you starting it this week? So what, you gonna go back to the 8 Plus, Mark?
Well, shoot, man. If I had to go back to any, man, I would get my product red back.
Oh yeah, and you know what? I was at the same spot while we was streaming, and I seen the lady. I think I said in the stream, she had a product red. I was like, and I thought it's specifically about you because it was looking very fresh with the very clear case on. And I was like, yeah.
I'll be at the job, man. I'll be at the job. Somebody has it too, and I was looking at it like, damn, missed that phone. But I mean, that's basically like on appearance. But I mean, it's probably slowed down by now. You know how the updates always hit the phone a little bit harder than others.
I just don't like the bezels anymore. I'm cool on the bezels. I'm done with bezels. And Big Mike want to know what clear case I use with some grip on it. Well, right now on my Note 8, Mike, this is what I'm using. This is transparent. This is like that ash color UAG case. It's on my channel, whatever you want to check it out. But as you can see on the side, it's got some good grip on it. It's got grips on the side and everything. Very protective case right here. Very dope.
Hey man, I see TK in the building, man.
Shout out to Total Tech, man. TK in the building. TK need to let me hold the Beamer, man. Let me hold the M. Let me see what I can do with it, man. But
man, I just downloaded that freaking Bitcoin thing. Yo, man, I was looking at the prices on that TK. It's like almost 900 for one Bitcoin. I'm gonna probably wait a minute or so, but I don't know, man. I wanna get into that too, man. I mean, I think I was watching a video like about it too, where I mean how they're talking about like, man, if they go bankrupt, like you say overnight, where everybody loses their money. Like, so I don't know.
It's a hell of a gamble.
Hell yes, hell of a gamble.
I'm cool on that. I'll let you try that out. I don't have money to lose.
Sure, man. How I think I would do it, you know what I'm saying, is just let it grow and just cash out after like a certain amount and then just rebuy.
Oh yeah, true.
Like
I would just buy like 10 shares. Then once I double my 10 shares,
we buy coins.
Okay. So see, I'm not even hip. You know, but can't you attack it like that? Like, okay, let's say I buy so many coins then. And then once the coins make a certain amount of profit, I take the profit out and then leave what I originally put in there. And if that, I make a profit on that, just keep snatching the profit.
Yeah, no, I see Mike said It's a big gamble, and the Bitcoin and stock. Yeah, man. I think everything. I think life is a gamble at, saying, like, in itself. So I mean, everything is a gamble, man. But you're not gonna move forward if you don't try. I
Mom
don't
said he
know.
gonna stick to stock. I'm
Shit,
with
man,
you on that, Mom.
I'm just waiting on that Moto X4 check to come in, man. I think I could buy the whole laptop with that money.
Oh yeah, that's where it's at. Get that. You could probably put something on top of that. You know they got the
Yeah.
i9 coming out, the i9 processor.
No, already, man. Damn.
Yeah, I read something somewhere. I seen where they was talking about the i9.
I mean, I'm not really worried about the eye processor, man. I'm worried about the graphics chip. Oh, there's a person in front of me, man. His license plate, yo, it says Shmoney. I swear, yo, it says Shmoney on his plate. That's funny, man.
He just letting you know what it is.
Yeah, that's Shmoney. He's in
What up, Sean? We got Big Sean in the building.
Sean.
Yeah, I don't want to get finesse either. He said he don't want to get finesse, but you can't learn without doing, make a mistake. I definitely don't want to get finesse. I have no big amount of money. Hey, so to everybody in the stream, what is like? What tech items are you guys buying as Christmas gifts? Because we are techies, we like to give out Christmas gifts that are most likely going to be tech. What tech items are y'all giving out this year for Christmas? But yeah, no finessing. Definitely no finessing.
Yeah, I'm not trying to get finesse neither, but I'm trying to get with the program. AndroidStud, thank you, man. You just saved me, bro. I was about to.
Why? What happened?
Nah, man, I was about to drop off.
Oh, man.
Welcome to all the people.
I'm right with
What's going on, bud?
Yeah, baby.
Leo.
What's going on, guys?
In the building.
AndroidStud here. What are you guys talking about? Little Galaxy Z or what?
I'm talking about the Bitcoin. I'm talking about the all the Christmas presents that everybody getting.
Ooh.
All the cryptocurrency.
That crypto, baby, you got it.
That, man. And the newest laptop. I'm trying to find a new laptop, but
trying to get that
I'm
Omen.
not trying to spend over 750, 800 for it. I'm trying to go under.
Nah, that's too much.
But I need a dedicated graphics card, man. Oh yeah, man. Everything you do is on your phone. I forgot. Damn, man, I gotta learn that too, BG. That's another thing.
Well, the reason I do it is because it's just more efficient. Because I did a couple videos where I did on the computer. Bro, that took forever, man. I was like, I mean, I edit for my job, which is cool, but for this YouTube thing, I don't have a lot of time, so it's just yeah. I mean, I'll probably end up editing on a computer eventually. Once I get like 1 million subscribers, then I'll probably
1 million. Shit. I was talking to Paul Tech, bro. He got 22K and he does everything on his phone.
Yeah, I'll probably do it on my phone for a while because I'm not doing anything where I'll it gets to a point where you need a computer for some videos because as you get to that level of with B-roll and voiceovers, I'm not even doing voiceovers yet. All my stuff is real time, like in the raw. So even when I make a mistake, I leave it on there, man, because I'm like, I'm just gonna give the people what I do, they see. Later on, I'll make it pretty, but right now, I'll give them the real deal.
Oh man, how I do, man, it's like I was kind of like BG. I mean, I'll let all the stuff actually pile up, and then I wait until I have like a day, right? And then I edit everything all in one day, probably 8 videos at a time, man, and I just spread them out. Like I'll do one for Monday, Tuesday, Friday, Saturday, man. Everything all spread out, and then it makes it look like I've been putting in that work when I just did everything in one shot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
you edit on that Sony Vegas, right?
Yeah, man. I was on that Windows Movie Maker for almost 2 years, and I said, oh man, I gotta render like in 60 frames per second, and you can't do that on the Windows Movie Maker, right, B?
No, you can't do that. I just render the straight 1080. I keep it simple. I record on my phone, blast the video in the Windows Movie Maker, throw on that
Mm-hmm.
and sometimes I throw in a little intro, keep it suspenseful. Like I went to Best Buy today. Let's talk about it. You know, I keep it simple. Man, shout out to look, we got a lot of Note users in the building, right? Would y'all be interested in a Note 8 group on the group me?
What you
You know
mean?
what I'm saying? I'm just saying, I just want to, for all the Note users, the people that really rock with the Note, because there's a whole Note 8 nation out here. It's a whole, I'm not even going to say Note 8, but it's just a whole nation of folks that use Note. So, you know what I'm saying? If y'all interested, man, hit me up. We could get something popping on the group me for all the Note Nation, man. But
That'd be hot.
I had to drop that for everybody that like them notes, because you know it's a love hate thing. Either people love the note or they coming for the note. You know what I'm saying? So let me know. But good morning to Tutorial YC. Shout out to Tutorial YC in the building. That's the first I see you in the stream. Welcome.
What's
Where you
good, man?
from? Okay, no they nation. But yeah. So what's up, Leo? Let us what Christmas gifts you buy? You bought everybody iPhone 10s?
Yeah, man. I got them. I got them all iPhone 9s, man. You know. Got them them iPhone 9s.
I'm about to drop off, guys.
All right.
All right.
Peace out.
I want to thank Mr. BG for coming through. I am Allan Anthony from Phone Tech at Work. PhoneTechAtWork.com is the brand. I was on for almost a half an hour, BG, so that's pretty much enough for me. So I want to shout out Mr. AndroidStud and BG Tech Lab, man. I'll see you guys in the next one, and I'll be watching. Peace, guys.
Peace out, bro. All right, man.
Peace.
Later.
Catch you later.
Yeah, man. I haven't really done that much Christmas shopping yet. I'm gonna try to do some today with the wife, and then you know, as we go. It's only the 10th, right? We got a little time. It's got a couple weeks.
We got some cover.
Yeah, we got a couple
Christmas Eve, you be like, is the mall still open?
I know.
I've been in that rush out there in Nordstrom's. It's crazy out there. People,
I bought a few things. I bought a few things on Amazon. My wife and I have been doing a lot of like online stuff lately because like we bought a couple gifts yesterday and they're gonna get here Tuesday. So we already got those already locked in. So we just got a few more people to do, you know.
Right. I'm lined up too. I'm kind of lined up off the online jump. But shout out to Philly Jazz Jeff in the building, No 8 Nation. I'm really gonna set that up, y'all. I think I'm gonna set it up and share it in this stream. TK, we over here working hard trying to get like you, baby.
Yeah, baby. TK, we got you.
Right. Salute to TK, YouTube veteran, a real gangster. And yeah, but yeah, go ahead with what you saying, Stud.
Yeah, man. So I'll probably get all my gifts done this week, and I do a lot of online stuff. And then, man, you see that leak video on that Samsung Galaxy Z or whatever it is? Did you see that?
I peeked that. I was looking at the S9 for the fingerprint. They're supposed to be moving it under the camera, but let me know what's going on with that.
I don't know. It's supposed to be some kind of new device that's been leaked along with the Galaxy X, which is obviously the foldable display one. So I don't know, man. It looks pretty interesting. I mean, if Samsung's gonna bring that kind of stuff, that's gonna be kind of groundbreaking. So it looked interesting. Somebody on YouTube, few people on YouTube had some videos on it. I didn't really get to watch much of it. It was on this morning and last night, but looks interesting, man. If anybody in the stream knows about it, drop a comment. But it looks pretty interesting.
So you know what we're gonna have to do, right?
What's that?
All that means is save your money. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All these leaks, just stop
I know.
Put a little bit to the side because you don't want to be left behind.
I know it. I'm telling you. I mean, the S9, they said that it's going to have even less of a bezel on it. So that's going to be kind of nutty, and it's going to have the A45, and there's talk of a 512 gigabyte storage.
Damn, that's gonna be hot.
Yeah,
I'm first day out. I'm an early
yeah, because
adapter, but hopefully they said all the colors is gonna come out early. Now it's gonna be a lot of colors, and they're gonna come out not 6 months later. They're gonna come out early. So I would really like to see that. I always go with the black and stuff like that, but this year I'm gonna get me an interesting color if it's available.
yeah, yeah, I'm pretty simple, man. I used to like the white, that Galaxy Note 4, when they had that white one with the silver bezel or the metal bezel around the end. That was a hot looking phone. I like white phones, and I'm not too big on the red phones. I mean, it's just, that to me is too flashy. Like everybody was like into that the iPhone 7 Plus, the red one, this past year when it came out. I wasn't too
See,
big on it.
my thing was right. I like that. What was it? It was I like that Note 4 too. I had that Note 4, and it was like the chamfered, like the aluminum,
Yeah,
but it was like shaved. Yo,
yeah, man. I
that
like
jump,
that. That's still a nice phone. I've seen it in the wild a couple of times. Like somebody still has it, and I'm like, that's a nice phone, with the fingerprint reader, the home button on the front.
right?
So that's
I
that
was
old
right.
school, but nice.
Yeah, it's what, some of these designs, right? I mean, that's just with anything, cars, homes. Some stuff is timeless. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Certain
yeah,
things are timeless. Like that was a timeless design right there. Like that was a really nice phone. And I saw one in Starbucks one day. I was in there, and it was like a Korean lady. She had it, and she didn't have a case on it, and it was looking very fresh. And I was like, this
yeah,
thing still look good.
yeah. I mean, that's why for me, when I see an iPhone, I don't think iPhone 10, man. I think iPhone, 4 through 8. I think their design is timeless. I think they should have just kept it the way it was, but they had to go to the bezel-less game with Samsung and Google and everybody else, how they're bezel-less display. The iPhone 10 is nice, man. It's a pretty device, but to me, it's not an iPhone. To me, it's just seems like something in between, Android and iPhone. iPhone for me is like an iPhone 8, iPhone 8 Plus, or the iPhone 7, 7 Plus. That to me is an iPhone. When I see an iPhone, that's an iPhone. But maybe I'm old school. To me, the 10, I had it. I was just like, this is like an Android phone, It's like they're trying to
Yeah,
be
right, right.
Android too much. I mean, it's great tech. I mean, great cameras. I mean, it's got you looking like a supermodel on a daily basis on Instagram, but
Oh,
with your
bro, I
selfie game,
appreciate
your selfie game has been popping. So I was like, you be tagging too. You got that smooth look where you're like,
that.
and I'm like, damn, BG Tech, like you didn't do that with the Note 8. All of a sudden you get the 10 and you're like, yo, Allan, I got a selfie for you. And you just pop it off to him. And he's like, damn, Leo who? AndroidStud who?
uh, but yeah, that's one thing we was talking about. So just running it down to, so you did, you one of the guys that returned it. So you just, was it, give us a few more things. What made you really return it? You know,
Well, I like
specific.
I mean, my name says it all. I mean, I love Android. I'm an Android guy through and through. I've tried all the iPhones. I have an iPhone 7 for work that I use for work, that I use on a daily basis. But for me, the 10, it was it was a little small for me. I prefer the 8 or the 7 Plus myself. I just think I just like using those devices better than the iPhone 10. I mean, it was a good device with the gestures and swiping up for the home button and all that stuff. But for me, I just not an iOS guy. I thought if when they dropped the 10 with the bezel-less display and the gestures, they would probably never do it. But if they allowed a little more customization where you could, do the little things like you can on Android, but it ain't gonna happen. And Apple's not gonna go that route. They're gonna go a different route. So for me, it was like I can get iOS 11 on the 7 or the 8, and it's the same thing.
Right.
For me, I mean, I know the camera's probably more because you used it more. I didn't use it very long. For me, it was back in the box. I returned it because it wasn't a device for me. The cameras are probably better on it. So for me, it was just like I could probably rock a 7 Plus iPhone and I'm okay. I don't need that iPhone 10. Where a 6P is not as good as a Pixel 2 XL. You know what I mean?
Right.
In my opinion. So I don't think the upgrade was enough where I was like, oh, let me keep the iPhone 10. I'm like, I have a 7 Plus already. That I don't know, man. Call me an Android fanboy, and I am. I love Android, but iOS just doesn't do it for me. Just doesn't do it.
Well, all right. One more thing, all right, in the stream, look, I got it popping. I set it up. If you're in here, you see it, Note Nation, go ahead, click the link and join. If you're a Note user real heavy, TK said it was too small for him. Sean said, pause on that. Come on, we ain't even going, but TK don't gotta stay paused, man. You already know what
TK don't pause. He keeps it moving. Yeah, TK will tell you he keeps it moving.
Yeah, TK don't go. That's the thing that made me frustrated with iOS no customization. To me, the iPhone 10 is a freak of nature, and the funny thing is I kind of liked it, but pause. But the thing is, right? I didn't think I would like when I went to the store to buy an 8 Plus.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, the new iPhone's out. I said in my stream, I'm gonna go get one when I could get it in stores. And I wanted the iPhone X to be in store when I went to the store because it's like I'm not gonna just cop this because it's available, the 8 Plus, without checking out the X. So when I went in the store, I was like, man, I just thought about it. I thought about what I use my iPhone for, cameras, to record a lot of my videos. So I was like, boom, the camera on the X and the camera on the rear facing cameras on the X and the 8 Plus, I'm sure is a little different, but I'm sure it's not that different. The 7 Plus has a good camera, so I know the 8 Plus has a damn good camera. The front facing camera, that self-portrait mode though, that can't be touched. But it was just like, I like that, I've got a lot of big phones, you know what I'm saying? But I like that small footprint. And I was, around the time I bought the device, I was doing some trainings at work. So you know how you're like a training, it's like almost like a meeting type thing going on. But I was like, you know what I'm saying? It's hard to pull out a Note 8 and, check Instagram or check Facebook or send a text or something. But like, I was like, I had the X on me, and I'm like, got it real smooth, real low. Like I could maneuver a little different with it. So I was like, yo, this is gonna be my go-to little pocket rocket, my little, you know what I'm saying? Like I could do a lot on here. Only thing is I wish it had a fingerprint scanner on the back because it's taking me too long to unlock. Like, look, don't demonetize me, YouTube. This is the perfect text and drive phone, or do whatever you gotta do and drive phone because you get a screen, but it's just small. You know what I'm saying? It's a smaller footprint. It's physically smaller, but it's physically not that small. You know what I'm saying? If you really think about it, I really sat and put it next to my 7 Plus, and seeing the screen difference. What I gave up was the bezels, and I like having like something little and compact. But the only thing is, when I'm trying to text and drive, and the police is right beside me, and my facial ID not working, something like this. With the phone, to get knocked off.
Yeah, I mean that's what's good about the OnePlus 5T. It has that face unlock, but if you're in that kind of situation, you can still use the fingerprint on the back. So yeah, that when you were using, I'm like TK, man. It was just when you got it, it was like, this is a really nice screen, but I'm like, if it was, if the size was a little bigger, then, you'd be able to deal with it. And they're going to probably drop the iPhone 10 Plus, which will probably be a better form factor for that kind of screen, because I mean, I have the Essential phone is a smaller phone, it's compact, but for some reason it's a lot better to use than the iPhone 10 for me. You know what I mean? So, Forbes Tech Reviews in the building.
What's up, party people? Hey, how's it going, y'all?
What's up, baby? We talking about that. We're talking about that iPhone 10, man. We're talking about. Is it too small? Is it?
My son almost had to. He wanted to slap me for a minute, talking bad about his phone.
No, man. Hey, look. For me, it was a little small, but I'm not. Forbes. I'm not an iPhone guy. Neither are you. So for us, it's like, if I was an iOS person, I'd probably love it because, you love the operating system. It's kind of they're going in a new direction with the bezel-less screen, the gestures, you got the face ID. But BG was just talking about how sometimes he's driving and he's got to put the phone in front of him to do the face ID, and the cop's going to pull him over, So
that could be true.
So I just, I get pulled over. I just roll down the windows, pop the trunk, and put my hands on the steering wheel. That's how I do it where I live. Just keep it real.
Yeah. I was listening to the stream and y'all said something about the iPhone 10. My son was like, "What they talking about the iPhone 10 for?" Who's talking?
It's a good phone, Forbes Jr. It's a good phone.
Well, I want no trouble.
What's up, Rob?
Rob Pouncey's in the house.
Pouncey in the building. We got YS in the chat. What's going on, YS?
Yeah, baby.
That's good.
It's good, baby.
What's up?
We were talking about that iPhone 10, Rob. Is it? What do you think of it? Too small?
It's kind of small. I have it right here in front of me. But
okay.
I don't know, man. I still, I think I just passed my 14 days, but I still got the jump on demand.
Okay.
I actually like the size of the 8 Plus for iOS. I don't mind iOS. I gotten used to it. I learned as being a hardcore Android guy.
Yeah.
When I got into the iPhone game, I'm new to it. I got into it like at the 7 level.
Right.
And when I got it, I looked at it, I was like, man, I don't like this. And then I put it down. Then I try to pick it back up. I force myself to pick it back up. And then over time, if I would have went off my first reaction, I would have turned it back in and never gave it another thought. But I kind of forced myself to stay with it.
To use it for a little bit, yeah.
To use it, and I grown to appreciate it. I grown to understand why people who like iPhones like them. But I prefer Android first and foremost. But I do have an appreciation for it. Whereas maybe a year and a half ago, man, I would have been like, you know what grinds my gears about iPhones?
You know what grinds my gears?
I'll be straight hating. My daughters, everybody in my house had iPhones except for me and my wife. And I used to crush them about iPhones and pulling out Android facts and I knew they weren't that techie, so it was easier to frustrate them. But I've grown to appreciate it now.
I just think they could have had, like BG said, there's no fingerprint or no. I mean, I guess there's a home button. It's like a virtual home button.
Yeah.
Where you could set it up so you have a home button. Yeah. But like some people were saying in the stream, YS says that 7 Plus was the right size. He misses the button. So I don't know.
I think next year the iPhone is going to be better. I think next year when they come out with the larger one,
the 10 Plus.
Yeah. Well, yeah, whatever they're going to call it.
Yeah, I mean they're gonna have 3 of them. They're also gonna release an LCD version, which is what I'm hearing. So I don't know why they would do that. 2 OLEDs and an LCD, but maybe they're afraid of that blue tint.
Yeah. Did you guys see that the 845 Snapdragon presentation?
Yeah.
Now, I was kind of I was sitting there looking at it, And I was thinking like the capabilities of that 845. One of the things they got in that is similar to what you could do on the iPhone, is that augmented reality thing, which leads me to believe that I believe Samsung, who's going to be the first with the 845, is going to have the animojis and the augmented reality with that IKEA app where you can place place furniture around your house using the phone to test out how the furniture will look in your house. That's coming at Samsung. Augmented reality is going to be the 18.9 next year. It's going to be like that. Everybody's got to have even the Mate 10 Pro and the Mate 10 got that AR VR thing built into it now. So that's going to be the hotness next year.
Yeah,
you heard it here. You heard it here first on Team 100 morning streams. Augmented reality is going to be the next big thing. Brought to you by Rob Pouncey.
My opinion. Sorry,
Rob.
I just for me, I mean, I understand the whole thing with the Kia app, and I forget there was a phone this past year, right? It was an Android phone. Was that Project Tango or something like that?
Yeah.
Right. They're trying to do something like that with.
But it was
kind of. Go ahead.
It was the wrong company that did it.
Yeah, but it's just like even the 10 has it, but it's like, I don't know, man. It's not like I was at a Kia and somebody whipped out a 10 and they were doing AR trying to put their furniture in there. I don't know if it translates to people's everyday life to. I mean, I could see like architects or interior designers or somebody like my wife who does like interior design using something like that. I even asked her if she would use something like that. And she's like, I don't know. That's kind of weird on a smartphone. She's like, if I had a laptop, probably I would do something like that, you know?
Let me tell you something.
I don't know if that's
Apple done started. Apple, as much as we hate Apple, the world revolves around Apple, except for when it comes to techies like us. Right. And now that Apple has introduced it, everybody's going to jump on board because they give Apple credit for stuff that Android has been doing for years.
Right. Yeah. I know. Yeah. That's understandable. Yeah. That's understandable. But it's like, yeah, I mean, I can understand that. Yeah. I think Samsung will probably jump on those emojis. Yeah. And the AR. And I mean, everybody's talking AR, even, you know.
And once Apple tell everybody, all the app makers, hey, we need AR apps, they're gonna make them.
Yeah, they will. They will.
They're gonna do what Apple tell them to do.
It's like VR. How long's VR been rolling? VR has probably been rolling for what, 2 years?
Yeah.
3 years?
Yeah.
And it's like a momentary thing. I don't know. It's like you see some people doing it, but you don't. You know what I mean? So it's like one of those things that I don't know if that augmented reality and virtual reality is something that is going to be something that a lot of people do all the time. Now, you'll catch people gaming on their phone all the time, or you'll catch people watching movies all the time, you know, downloading Kodi on their phone, watching movies at their work, Streamio, watching movies at their work.
Right.
But that reality stuff is so hit or miss. I feel like it's such a certain segment of the population that do it that I don't know if it's very, very small, you know, like how many of us have VRs?
We all do. Well, I got the Daydream and all of that.
Yeah, I got like 2 or 3 of them. I've used each one like maybe once or twice, you know. So I ain't knocking it. I just don't I don't know if on a phone it's something that, you know, that is going to be translated into everyday life like Facebook or Instagram or portrait mode or, you know, 4K video.
Well, we haven't seen the marketing yet, so we don't know what Apple's got in store because, like I said, they're going to be the ones that's going to push the technology mainstream.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, if you look at it, Google got that Daydream. They got the budget to push it, but they don't. And and Apple, you know, like I said, all Apple's got to do is just say they're doing it, and and they get free advertisement across the country.
Well, you know
You know what I'm
Apple
saying?
knows their base also.
Yeah.
That ecosystem is pretty simple, and that's why the consumers that buy Apple products to keep it simple. So I mean, it will be it's hard to introduce certain technology like that to a group of people who already like something because it's very simple and very simplified. So
Right.
Right. But I mean, like you, a regular everyday person wouldn't listen to nobody like us that's telling them, hey, VR and AR is the way to, the next couple of years. But if Apple run a commercial, they act like they heard it for the first time.
Well, this is true.
They probably have, because I mean, when I first saw VR and I put on the Galaxy VR headset with the Note, I don't know if it was the Note 5 at the time and the Galaxy 6 or 7.
Right.
And I was like, I put on those goggles and I was like, damn, I'm going through like the Conga and Hawaii, and I was like blown away. And I took them off. It was at a golf tournament. It was like they were doing like, they had like a VR station there, and you kind of look at it.
Right.
And then I took it. I was like, damn, that's pretty cool, And then I like walked away, and I just forgot about it. Like, and I'm a tech guy. It's not like I was like, damn, I got to get me a Galaxy and a VR, and I don't know. It's just, I know somebody said like, was it you, Rob, or was it? I don't know who it was. They were like, can you VR on a plane? But I think you need like Wi-Fi or something to VR on a plane.
Tech gentleman asked that.
Yeah,
but
tech
you have
gentleman.
you have to make it is some way, right? See, this is the genius about Apple. They will find a way to use that technology, the littlest thing that people do, or make it useful in some type of way. It's all on how you market it. And this is what their genius is at. So they'll find some way to be like, you need VR to do this. And just like what I'm saying, this is the perfect app right here to figure out the chi and the chong of your living room set, and you know what I'm saying, where you should put your couch at, and then it'll be an IKEA. It's like, download this app, and this is the IKEA settings for your living room, how your living room is supposed to be, or something, something off the wall like that. Shout out to KB. She said Rob is the professor of tech talk. Straight up.
The professor.
And if you're in a stream right now, right? If you haven't already done so, and you watch Team 100, and you rock with us on Friday night, you rock with us on Sunday morning, check out first of all, we got our Team 100 community over on GroupMe, where you can stay up to date, and we got some really good guys in there. We talk about a lot of stuff, a lot of deals and stuff going on in tech, and I started a little club for us Note users. Everybody that's down with the Note, because we getting so much hate, but we just need to celebrate our Note.
Is Joseph Forbes blocked from that group?
Of course he is.
Yeah, he's gonna troll. He's gonna be trolled.
He gonna troll.
He's coming there. No, they was boss.
Not the Note 8
boss.
Not the Note 8. The Pixel XL 2 maybe. I'll troll on that.
Okay.
I'm gonna start a Pixel 2 XL group.
I'm gonna troll on that.
me and Forbes are the founders.
My Note 8. Hey, my Note 8 makes a great alarm clock. That's all I'm gonna say. It makes a great alarm clock.
Man. There's people cringing. Samsung Knights are rising up right now.
Mike, you're gonna get us trolled all the way out.
For real.
Oh, wow.
What up, Firetrap Divas in the stream?
Hey, shout out to everybody in the stream, man.
Right.
Yeah, so okay. Let's take it back. Since y'all wasn't here, Forbes and Rob. So what y'all been buying for as far as Christmas gifts go? Like, y'all techies, so techies, us techies, we tend to find excuses to go to Best Buy. So right now the excuse is to go there and buy some Christmas gifts, but you really in there, you spending $30, $40, $50 on Christmas gifts, and then you go spend $200 on yourself. So
yeah,
that is true. I was actually about to go look at an iPad.
For real?
Yeah.
For you or somebody else?
For me.
What size?
Yeah.
The 9.7 Wi-Fi. I wasn't going Pro. I was just gonna get the regular Wi-Fi 9.7. They had an open box for like $400 for 128 gigabyte.
That's not bad, right?
Yeah, that's not bad. And they had they got them new for $429. So
That's not bad. It's not bad.
Yeah, and I didn't know if I wanted to get a Samsung Tab, but I guess whether I hate to admit it or not, they do got the tablet game on lock. Apple do. So,
yeah, iPad is like the best when it comes to a tablet.
Yeah.
No one's really. I mean, no one. I haven't had a Samsung one in a while. I mean, I had some of the first ones, the Galaxy 10 and all those, but
I got an NVIDIA Shield that I use for like, game. But I haven't used it in a minute. But it's with the iPad and all the other stuff that I got that's kind of Mac-ish. I got I'm on a Mac computer now. It kind of fits in that little small ecosystem of stuff that I got. Plus, that AirDrop is pretty nice when it comes to transferring videos and stuff from the iPhone to the computer.
Yeah, I got my dad a Google
The AirDrop
Home.
works really fast. I don't have to. I edit on Final Cut.
Yeah.
But other than that, then I'm gonna sit down here and I was thinking about getting some programs for editing too. So that's my.
Which one you gonna get?
I don't know. I was thinking about just getting some this one called Computer Glitch that everybody's kind of using, like a glitch as a transition from one scene to another. You can use like a computer glitch, like the screen is kind of like fizzing out in a computer-like way, and then it can transition to another scene. I see a lot of my man Easy Tech. He uses that glitch, and they got a sale on it. So I was thinking about getting that.
Is that an add-on for Final Cut, or is that?
Yeah, you can use it for Adobe Pro and Final Cut.
That's cool.
Now let me ask you a question, right? Because we just talked about tablets and the tablet space. Even though the tablet space has kind of been demolished, because a lot of times, like, I got the iPad Pro 9.7. I bought that maybe like a year and a half ago, thinking like, yo, this is the next best thing. I got the 128 gig. I'm gonna be editing videos on here. I'm going to be doing all my videos in this ecosystem and really being productive. It never happened. I ended up buying another laptop and everything. But did anybody check out that in the back of my mind, I've been thinking about that what is it, the Tab? I don't think it's a Tab. It's like the S3 Samsung tablet. It's like a 10-inch one that comes with the pen and the keyboard or something like that.
Yeah.
That joint with I don't think it comes with a keyboard, but it comes with a nice little S Pen and it's attached to it. Did anybody ever check that one out?
That one costs.
I know it's like $5.99 or something like that.
I thought it was more than that.
I thought it was more than $5.99 too.
No, I'm talking about I know what y'all talking about. Y'all talking about the it's not the book. It's not that. It's the Android tablet, but it comes with an S Pen and a book type cover. But it's and it comes with a keyboard also. It's the 10-inch. It's about I want to say $5.99.
Is there a Pixel one coming out? A Pixel tablet or something, or a Chromebook?
Oh, that Chromebook is like, what was it? Like $1,500?
Yeah, $1,000 for a Chromebook, man. You don't have
Yeah, I don't use those iPads and those tablets enough to use them. I still have, you guys will laugh at me, I still have the Nexus 7. And I use that every once in a while, the second generation. And it was weird because I used it when I went on vacation. I used it on the plane to watch the movies. And it was funny because I was like, damn, these bezels are killing me. It's so funny how you use these bezel-less phones.
Right.
And we were so used to using bezel, things with bezels on them before that. Now it's like, good Lord, I felt like chucking it. I'm like, Do they sell a bezel-less tablet? Because I need to get one now.
Right.
But it's so weird. It's like when I use my U11, when I use the U11 every once in a while, I take my videos and I'm going through there editing videos, and I'm like, damn, this thing's got some bezels on it. Your eyes get so used to having it's weird, man. You get accustomed to a certain style on your phone. Imagine people use an iPhone 10 and go back to like a 7 or an 8. They're probably like, damn.
Right.
That's how I am, honestly. When I pick up like the bezels look huge. You know what I'm saying? Like
the Nexus 6P, you're like
a 7. The Nexus 6. See, the thing about the Nexus 6P is it is the card that I put the historic tags on that I really love.
Yeah, that's true, and it's thinner too. It's like a middle build, so it's sexy and it's got the dual speakers. That's true, and it's Android.
When I pick up my like the 7 Plus now. It's like these, and then the bezels are white. It's like goodness, this is like this is hideous. This is a monster. Yeah.
Yeah. When I was using that Nexus 7, I one time I went like that to zoom, and I was like, "What are you doing, knucklehead?" Oh man.
Hey BG, AndroidStud, what happened to Phone Tech at work?
You had to drop out.
Yeah, he had to drop out. I'm not sure what's going on with him. He had to drop out. But hey, did you guys see that Sony that Sony leak with the bezel-less display?
I heard about it.
Like $900 or something like that. It's supposed to be coming out. I'm not sure if it's their next phone or not, but that's kind of interesting because I know it's kind of a high price tag, but if you think about it, iPhone 10 and the Google Pixel 2 XL is $1,000, but I like Sony phones. The only thing is they kind of got a little outdated with their design. So Sony makes a good product, man. They always have. So that'll be good to see something if they drop something this year.
You would think with that bezel at the bottom, they have a fingerprint sensor on the front.
Yeah.
But the thing is, it's like I think Sony they need to just stick to making parts. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know, if a camera's if a phone's got a Sony camera, it's going to be great. Like, they make really good parts, but then they're like horrendous at putting it together into one device. You know what I'm saying?
And plus, you know, they had some momentum going when they had the Sony 2, the Z2, whatever you guys want to call it. And then, I don't know, and then they had the 3 that went on T-Mobile, and that was kind of I don't know if that was really that good of a device. And then they started like making all these X1s and D2s, and I was like, man, they started really like, you know, making more
premium.
Making budget devices. And then this past year they dropped the XZ Premium with a 4K display, which is beautiful. But then you have the issue with no fingerprint scanner on it in the US. So you're so accustomed to a fingerprint scanner that when you use the XZ Premium, I was telling my Project 13. He got that device for the channel, and I was like, hey, what about the fingerprint? It's kind of weird, right? He's like, yeah, it is weird because so used to a fingerprint scanner that when you're using the Z Premium, you have to use the PIN code or the unlock some other way,
kind of like the iPhone X.
Right. If you can't use the Face ID, you got to go back to the PIN, But I will say people on iPhones, they're used to pins, man. Because most people that I know that have iPhones, and you're like, hey, take down this number. They're like putting in a PIN code most of the time. The people I know with iPhone.
I swear, right, the iPhone is just overly secure. That's one thing I hate about iPhones. It's like, this is one thing that grinds my gears. The receptor function, your PIN, your Apple ID password. It's like, the download the app, you gotta like okay it, double click the side, like Apple, y'all gotta relax, man.
You can turn that off, right?
That's for Knox.
Oh, for real? I didn't know that.
Yeah, you don't have to double click and then show your face, and you can turn that off in the settings somewhere.
I think you could set it up where you could kind of bypass some of that.
Shout out to Forbes Tech Reviews, because I didn't know that. I would definitely be checking that out. I need to check out the settings section a little bit more.
Forbes got a video on it. He's going to drop a link for you. so you can check that out.
Just like that 1080p at 60 frames per second.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Man, I tell you.
I'm over here on Best Buy's website looking at that Sony Xperia XZ Premium.
They had one by my house for Black Friday, or the day before Black Friday. They had one for like $480 open box.
Wow.
I almost bought it, but I was.
They got that.
I gotta stay in my lane because I have 3 phones right now. I just gotta focus on that because I don't want to get too many and then one gets thrown to the side, and I want to just kind of focus.
Yeah. Sean just said down in the comments the premium international version is cheaper and has a fingerprint sensor. I wonder, is it cheaper on Amazon or is it cheaper on Best Buy?
Yeah, I mean, it was on Black Friday. I think it was $549, which, you know, if you don't have a device, I mean, it's A35 Snapdragon. I think it's 4 gigabytes of RAM.
Mm-hmm.
It's got a 4K display. The display is beautiful. When you put that display next to the Pixel 2 XL, man, it's kicking Pixel 2 XL's mama out the house. I mean,
Leo, I can put my Elite against the Pixel, and the Elite will kick that Pixel's ass.
Oh, here we go.
on that display.
That display, man, I'm telling you, that display irks me because it does, man, because the camera's so darn good.
The 6P.
Yeah.
XL, man.
Yeah, I mean, even that has a little bit better colors on it. I mean, it's not hate, man. It's just they fumbled at the goal line on that one, Rob. I'm telling you.
The screen?
Yeah, but I mean, they won the Super Bowl with the camera, but that screen, man, no bueno.
It's so bad to really look at the pictures you take it.
Pause.
To really see how good they is, because the screen can't do the pictures that the camera take justice. The screen is horrible.
Yeah, and imagine the screen's not good and the pictures still look good. So imagine how good the pictures are.
Look, right.
They're even better. They're even better than what you see on that phone.
Wow.
You know?
Oh,
but you know, I mean, you know, I don't know about you, Rob, but the color options on the saturation help a little, but you can just tell it's still a little funky. You know, it's like having a how do I say it? I don't know. It's like having a fan in your car when you should have AC, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I guess.
They put a cast on a broken arm.
yeah. They like, you know, I mean, we're probably gonna get some hate from people, but that's the only thing about that phone. It just pisses me off. Is that screen, man? I don't know. It's the blue tint doesn't bother me.
But but what's funny
is the colors.
You guys. Well, all right, that's all right. I ain't gonna go into it.
Go into it. Come on, Rob.
Hey, that's what this is here for, baby. We got people blowing up the stream. They're ready to go.
Come on, Rob.
We got LaShawn probably gonna jump in.
I mean, it's like, I don't know. Y'all crushed the Pixel, but y'all let a 1080 AMOLED panel pass on a OnePlus 5.
But it's a good panel.
That I would take that panel over the Pixel panel any day, Rob.
Yeah, I mean, the Pixel 2 XL panel irks me more than the OnePlus T. Yeah, when you want to go watch videos in 4K, you're not going to be able to do it on the OnePlus 5T, but
that's why I got a TV.
Yeah, exactly. That's why you get a TV. I don't even watch 4K videos in my house. So, I don't know. I don't know what OnePlus does, the calibration that they've had since the OnePlus 3 on their 1080p panels has been exceptional. And that whole argument with the 1080p panel, it doesn't, I don't respect it because iPhone been dropping 1080p panels since the beginning of time, since they dropped their iPhone in 2007. So,
and they also don't get a pass.
No, they don't. I mean, they're a little better. Somebody told me they were arguing with me about the 1080p on the OnePlus 5T, and I was like, well, the iPhone, he's like, no, that's an 1125.
I got a question for you, Rob.
Okay. It's 1125.
You rather have a 2K display that looks like a 720 display than a 1080p that looks.
How do a 2K look like a 720?
Hey, dude, I mean,
You had the pictures. Look at it.
All right.
I'm looking at it now.
Okay. It doesn't look like 720. It looks like forgive the impression, but it looks like booty. It looks like booty.
You can try the Pixel 2 XL, right? I've been in, like, when it came out, I really thought about it. I was in the store and I kept looking at that screen, kept like, you know what I'm saying? It looked like the Honor 6X screen.
Ooh, man.
Ooh,
shots fired.
You know what I'm saying? That's where that screen is.
And you know what's
it's
funny?
I'm done. I ain't gonna. I'm done. Y'all.
Hey, Rob.
I'm done, man.
Rob, you out the return window. You fighting hard.
I'm done. It's like I'm in a
Rob's like, I can't return it for a full refund, man. I'm done.
It's like I'm in a hurricane, just swinging at the 90 mile per hour wind, and I'm losing. Because I'm just swinging at everything and not making contact. So you guys win. All right, pick your shit. All right.
No, I mean, if you're okay with it, is everybody has a personal preference. If it's cool to you, Rob, it's cool. I like the phone. The build is better than last year. I like the front facing cameras. Front facing speakers, even though they don't sound that as good as they could.
But are they better? Are they better with the update? I heard that they're going to be better with 8.1.
The microphone is better. The microphones suck.
What you got you did the update, Rob?
I haven't gotten it yet, but Donovan got his.
Okay, yeah. I want to know if the speakers and the mics are going to be better.
At the end of 2017, how do a company like Google release a phone that they got to fix part by part, update by update?
That's what you're supposed to do.
No, Rob.
The microphone. Yeah, those are two separate things, though, PG.
You want to be like Samsung. You want to be like Samsung like this, and don't give you no update. You want to be like Samsung and don't get no updates, and you just got to ride out that bold ass 4K.
This is why Samsung
that 10-minute limit, a 10-minute limit on a 4K video at 30 frames per second.
Rob.
Yeah, that's true.
This is why Samsung don't have to send out so many updates, because the phone drops pretty decent. They don't have to keep trying to fix the phone.
What about the 60? What about the 60? What about the 1080p 60 frames per second?
Here we go.
Check out my video.
And lag whiz and all of that. Lag whiz starts setting in.
Lag whiz still sets in on SA Plus a little bit, but Note 8 is not lag whiz. It's not.
Then the battery, all of a sudden, the battery can't get you a year before it started cutting out on you on your screen on time.
Well, when I had the Note 7, they sent an update. They sent a fire extinguisher to my house. And I appreciate that, because, man, I was worried about when I was charging that sucker.
It probably the same amount of iPhone 7s probably got hot and melted as the same amount of Note 8s. But the thing about Samsung is they were willing to take responsibility, even though the situation may have not been that serious.
So how come Google can't take responsibility? But see, you cut Google's throat for taking responsibility.
Yeah. No, man, he's a Samsung knight, man. Nice rise. Them knights are rising.
That don't make no sense.
That's one mistake. Listen, Rob. That's one mistake, Rob. Okay, cool. But you try. Okay,
that's a mistake. That's a absolute blunder.
You allow iPhone to make their mistake.
Oh. We're gonna send you a Brillo pad to your house so you can scrub the blue tint off the screen. No, not when you get in stock Google a camera and spending $900.
And I'm gonna send you a payment voucher so everybody who buy a Note 8 can buy a Nova launcher to put on their phone.
Oh, right. Hey, I get the pro version. I might
send me.
Send me that rebate. I need that.
So you download on your Note 8 and download the Google Camera app so your pictures could get your picture game up a little better too.
Nice. What about that? What about the U12? What do you guys think about that U12? You think that's going to be hot next year?
If it comes out to the U.S., I mean, it'll be great.
I think it will. I think it will. I think somebody said something the other day in one of the chats or one of the live streams says that maybe they didn't drop the U11 Plus here because they didn't want to snatch sales from the U12 that's going to drop maybe in March or April. But
yeah, that was Donovan. I think Donovan said that.
But they're so far apart. I don't know how one affects the other. But I'm looking forward to the U12 because I thought the U11 was a really, really, really underrated device. I think it's excellent.
I think just not having that 18x9 in 2017 kind of shot itself in the foot and all. I think that's what kind of.
I mean, a lot of people like that 16x9. There's people that they prefer that look than, the G6, which was the first to drop with that 18x9, then the S8 and then S8 Plus and that kind of thing. So,
but at the same time too, that didn't come with that. It don't have that Snapdragon 835 do it.
No, not the
G6.
And that was
821.
No, it has an 821.
Project 13. We got my Project 13 in the building. He must be on this break. What's going on, brother? You want to jump in? Let me know, brother.
Yeah, man. My project's rocking that. I think he's still rocking that Moto Z2 Force and the Premium.
Hey, so if y'all was heading out to Best Buy, would you get a tablet or a Sony Xperia, or they got that Moto Z2 Force at T-Mobile for $350, $375.
Man,
I would save my money
to have a tech to mess around with.
I would save my money for next coming.
I mean, if you want to mess around with something, that Premium, I'm telling you, man, that 4K I want to get it, but I got 3 phones right now. I don't have the budget for it.
Right.
I would try that Premium. If you can get that Premium for a good price, maybe $500.
Right.
It's got all the specs except for the fingerprint scanner. And you're probably pretty techie, Rob. You could probably drop a little international ROM on it and get the fingerprint working. I think you could snoop around.
You could do that ROM and get that.
You could snoop around the XDA, and Sony's pretty good about flashing that kind of stuff. And if you needed to bring it back to the original, you probably could. But I don't know. The Moto 2Z Force. Not my style phone. Yeah. It's a good phone, just not my. I've never been a big Motorola guy.
All right. I just saw, I was just thinking about just picking up something that's to mess around, not necessarily showing the channel, but just.
But you've been talking about getting a tablet. My Project 13's in the building.
Project, what up, baby?
13. What's going on, babe?
Hey, I'm on a quick break. I got 12 minutes. 12 minutes.
What you rocking today? The Moto or the Sony?
You're on my Sony right now, and in my pocket I got my Moto.
Nice. There you go. Nice.
With my new Tudia case.
Nice. Rob was just asking. He's gonna go buy something at Best Buy or T-Mobile. Should he get the iPad 9.7, the Moto Z2 Force, or the Sony XZ Premium?
If you can live without the fingerprint reader, I would go for the Sony Xperia, as long as it's on sale. If it's back up to where it was, I would wait till it dropped.
Yeah.
But you're asking someone who does not at all enjoy being on a tablet. I do not like tablets, and I do not like laptops. So I'm a PC or a smartphone guy.
Right.
But 90% of the time it's a smartphone. 10% of the time I'm on my PC. Outside of that, I'm not going to waste any money on a tablet or a laptop, but that's just me.
All right.
Yeah, KB in the stream said that tablets are so 2010. Or iPads.
The iPad I have is the first generation iPad. That's the iPad I have right now in my house somewhere. I don't even know where it's at. And I brought my daughter.
To charge it.
I definitely have to charge. I had to find a charger too. And I do have a Samsung tablet somewhere too that I gave my daughter a couple years ago. But I'm like Anthony there. I'm usually on my phone or I do like my laptop though, because I spent a lot of money, well, $800 or $900 on my laptop. So yeah, I don't really do tablets anymore because I mean I have 6-inch, 5.5-inch phones everywhere in my house. So
well, maybe I ought to do a smartwatch.
The S3 is a nice watch.
Hey, the S3 or my ZTE Quartz from T-Mobile, dude. I love that watch. I'm charging it now.
Ain't that like
I gotta get that one
or something? Or how long? Ain't real cheap right now?
The Quartz is like less than 100. I think it was on sale I think like last week or 2 weeks ago for $98.
Wow.
You know, it doesn't have a heart rate monitor or anything like that. It doesn't have NFC, so you can't do Android Pay, but it works pretty well.
The last smartwatch I got was the first generation Motorola smartwatch, the round one. With that funny flat tire one. It still works. And I got a free what's this S2 active deal thing? I got one of these free.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah.
That's for fitness.
I got that with my note.
Fitness,
that's pretty good.
Yeah, they was giving those away for free.
Shout out to Samsung.
Yeah.
Samsung knows how to get it done.
And you know what? That Daydream I got from LG, that Daydream for the V30 promo, man, they gave me like almost $40 in VR apps.
Wow.
For free.
That's great. Can you use that Daydream? Can you use that on the Pixel 2?
Yeah, you can use it. Yeah, any you can use on the Pixel 2. Somebody was talking about they use it on their Samsung, and it pops better on a Samsung because of the saturated colors. Like it really
that's pretty. Oh, really? That's a surprise.
Yeah.
I got mine in too as well, but I'm gonna give it to my son for a Christmas present. But that was my question. He's the one that has the Note 8 that I used to have. So he was wanting to buy one, but I said, hey, you might not know what you're gonna get for Christmas, so I would wait. So I got that in the mail finally, the Daydream. Nice. And that was my biggest question. Will he be able to use the Note 8 on that? Because it has a flap instead of like having to insert it into. So that's why it should work, right?
Right, because it's not a custom fit. It's just got a slab, and once you cover it up, if it's compatible, you will know the minute you look at it in the Play Store. Because sometimes the Play Store tell you what apps is compatible with the phone and what apps is not. So
Anthony, I will try it out for you and hit you in Hangouts and let you know.
Yeah.
Because I have the Daydream and I have the Note 8. So
that's good. I'm gonna try it out.
Please, I appreciate it.
I'm gonna try it out. I'm gonna try it on the Pixel 2 tonight. I'm gonna see if it works.
It works on the Pixel. It's automatic for the Pixel.
Yeah, I'm gonna check that out. I could watch the 360
I just can't
video,
do VR
right?
though, man.
Yeah.
I just can't do it. I was watching when I got the Daydream. I hooked it up on my V30. What's it, V30? I think it was a V30. I was watching Netflix and I got dizzy. I just started. It made me just feel
just weird.
It just made me feel sick.
It's weird because like somebody comes home and you're just sitting in the living room. Your wife comes home and she's like, "Babe, what are you doing?"
Right.
Just staring out in space. You're just like, "Hold on, babe."
I got sick just watching Netflix, and I was like, I can't. So I put everything back in the box and left, and it's in the box right now.
I agree with you. I agree. That makes me sick too. I get too dizzy.
Yeah.
You have to probably get accustomed to it.
No, well, your brain is expecting you to be moving, and you're not. There's no there's no cadence to your moving, so the brain is confused, and that's when you start getting that dizziness. But
the equilibrium gets thrown off.
Yeah.
That is so weird.
But you get sicker. You get sicker off of that Samsung VR faster than that Daydream. I last a little longer with that Daydream than I did with that
Samsung.
That Samsung one.
I think I'm getting too old for all that stuff, man.
Yeah.
I think I am too. I think it's just maybe that's why I'm not into the AR thing, because I'm just too old school, man. I'm too old school. Yeah. But can you use the if you get the S3 Gear watch, which is the real nice one, it's the expensive one.
Yeah.
Can you use that with with my OnePlus 5T and rock Samsung Pay? Flawless.
I don't know if you can rock Samsung Pay on the OnePlus 5.
I know you can download. I mean, you can rock the watch. You can download.
Well, yeah, you should be able to use the watch to do Samsung Pay.
Yeah, I heard something about that you can use. There's just a different way of downloading the Android Pay or the Samsung Pay onto your phone or something like that. I mean, obviously you can't use it on the OnePlus 5T, but I think you can work it because that's one thing I got to give Samsung, BG. That Samsung Pay.
Oh, the Samsung
excellent.
Pay is the best.
It's the boss. I mean, I hope it comes to future phones next year and the year after. If phones start making with that MST capability or technology, because man, you could use that anywhere. I mean, you could use that at like, well, that's Circle the K.
Well, that goes back to the rant I have with things that when you have patents and you're allowed to keep the patents for too long.
Right.
And earlier, patents used to have a 3 to 5 year life, and then after that, it releases to everybody else, which helps.
Competition.
It helps competition. It helps you come up with new technology. But long as people hold on to their patents and you don't release it down to the little guy, there's no innovation in the space. So can you imagine if somebody held on to the patent for penicillin and never released a generic version out and everything? It's the same thing in medicine. Some companies they'll change a molecule or two just to renew the patent.
Wow.
Add a little water, way the water. Change will allow a company to manipulate a patent, and you don't get no innovation. That's why we ain't had a cure. We haven't had a cure for anything in the last 30, 40 years. The last thing that was cured was polio.
Right. Damn. Rob, you breaking it down, bro. You are the leader.
Rob is a professor. You know what I'm
Damn,
saying?
bro, the professor, bro. That's gonna be your new tech channel. Professor Tech.
Just make your money for the first 5 years on patents. Let it go. Let the little guys come up, and then it allows for creativity. You get more. You get more. We're all benefit.
Yeah, but as far as the Samsung Pay, I mean that was a good thing you just said. But as far as the Samsung Pay, it works with the chip in the phone, right? Some kind of technology that they have in the phone, right?
Yeah, but they bought it from another company. They absorbed another company that came up with that MST. Now Samsung holds the exclusivity of that. Now, can you imagine if they released that down to a $200 phone? How much better somebody?
It just works so good. Man, I love it. I mean, you go to 7-Eleven, you get a Slurpee, you just bloop, and you're out the door. I mean, I love it. When I had my Note 8 and my S8, you buy stuff just to use Samsung Pay. And then all the rewards they give you, they give you a lot of good gift cards and stuff.
Do all of you incorporate that way of paying for your products when you're out shopping?
I do if I have Samsung Pay. I don't use Android Pay. It's just it's not there. It doesn't work a lot of places.
I don't use any of that whatsoever.
Android Pay is too buggy because most of the people at the counter don't even know how to use it. But with the Samsung Pay, it takes the stupidity away from the person behind the counter, and you just
puts it in your hands.
Put it in your hand, and you put the phone right up next to that meter where you will swipe, and the Samsung Pay does it right there for you. And they're sitting up there looking at you like, wow, I didn't know. Yeah, you just take the stupidity away from the person that's behind the counter that's got to punch up behind the keyboard to set it up.
Yeah, I've been to Publix or Trader Joe's countless times, and the cashier, I'll go to pay, and she'll be like, "We don't take that here."
Yeah, we don't do that here.
And I go, bloop, and she goes, "Oh wow, what is that?" I'm like, Samsung Pay. I'm like, it's Samsung Pay. She goes,
Did you tell her you were from the future?
I told her. I said the what was the car in Back to the Future? What was that car called? The
DeLorean.
Yeah, I said I my DeLorean's in the front. I'll be back. Oh man.
Yeah,
Hey guys, I'm out.
All right, all
All
right,
right.
all right.
Peace, bro.
Peace,
Peace,
man.
man.
Thanks for joining, my brother.
All right.
Thanks for coming
Anthony,
on.
I'm gonna hit you up later on Hangouts and let you know about the Note 8.
All right. Thank you. I appreciate it, man. Appreciate
See
it.
you,
God
brother.
bless you all, man.
Please.
God bless. Go Cowboys. Yeah, man. That I'm telling you that's the only one I really use. So I want that. I think they had the S3 on sale at T-Mobile. I should have got it. I was kicking myself for like $189 Black Friday, and I didn't get it. But I want to get that S3. But I'm gonna wait a little while because it's still a good watch. But it's just when it came out, it was $400. I'm not gonna pay $400 for a watch.
Yeah, that's a bit much. You can buy nice. You can buy, that's almost a OnePlus 5.
Hey, have you seen the ads on TV for Movado watch and and also there's another big brand that has an Android watch. So it's interesting because a lot of people are talking about what do they call the Android Wear is like phasing out or no one's going to use it, and now all these big manufacturers are starting to come out. I think even Fossil has one. There's some other companies that have these watches, so I don't think it's dying. I think it's things that people like to use.
Yeah.
That's where it's really, that's how you know it's taking over, because even myself, I have a small collection of like Invictus and Movados, and but I find myself trying to like, even like on more formal occasions when I go out and stuff, I be trying to find a way to wear my smartwatch. So that is the ultimate combination right there of a refined watch, like almost like a piece of jewelry and a smartwatch. So that was bound to happen, because as much as people love their iWatches and smartwatches, those companies know like people don't want to take their smartwatches off anymore, so they gotta integrate that stuff.
No, that's smart. Yeah, but I'm on the lookout for an S3. I want to pay for I just want to pay for it though. I don't want to get into some kind of contract with T-Mobile. I just want to get it and use it for Samsung Pay. So I got to try to find one for $150, $175. Hopefully somebody will sell it. Check it out. Yeah, I've been looking on Craigslist, but I don't like buying stuff on Craigslist anymore. It's been a couple years since I bought stuff on there. So I'll probably look on Swappa, or I'll reach out to Telegram group. Maybe somebody's got one they don't use anymore or something.
Yeah, I already sold a couple of phones, so that's what I got this extra money at to go do something.
Oh, good, man. Yeah, man. Let us know what you get, man. I'm telling you, Rob. I kind of knowing you a little bit. I think you'll like that XZ Premium. You know.
Yeah, if I can find it on a good price, but I'm looking on some website. I think they don't went back up to their regular price.
Yeah, then maybe go with the iPad or that Moto Z2 Force. I mean, if Motorola's your speed, I know you get a free projector if you buy that phone. There's a certain date, I think. Yeah, you get that free projector. That's not a bad deal.
Yeah,
like Jay Will says, pop in the at the hotel, pop in a movie on Netflix on the wall.
Right. Right, but then I'll
pause. Keep it holy, BG. It's Sunday, man.
They do got a Tab 2 9.7 64 gigabytes for $350.
See, if I'm me, I get the Android one, man. I don't know though. The iPad's is flawless, so you're not gonna have any problems with it.
Your name of your channel is AndroidStud, you get the we know you get the Android one.
Yeah,
but he already has a Mac. He already has a MacBook. He has an iPhone 10.
Right.
His family has iPhones. Dude, just go for the iPad, bro. Do it.
Somebody in the stream said you guys must not like football.
Yeah, I know. We
is it 1 o'clock? Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, it's 12 o'clock already.
It's 1:30.
Yeah, 1:30. Yeah, we should probably sig out.
All right.
Call it a day. So we watch a little.
I need the Panthers. I need both of those teams to lose.
Man. Hey, Forbes, that was a tough game Sunday night, man.
Man,
or was that Thursday night? Yeah, Thursday night, right?
Thursday night, yeah. That was
because you guys were dominating. My man, he was throwing all kinds of interceptions.
Hey man, you about to get the NFL on our backs.
Right.
Yeah, you're right. My bad. what is it called?
You're gonna lose your job.
Hey, was it called fair use? Yeah, we broke the
Cardinal rule.
We almost broke the fair use agreement.
Yeah.
But thanks for everybody that's in the stream. I want to go ahead and just shout yourselves out in this order: Leo, Forbes, and Rob. So go ahead and shout you guys' channels out because we're gonna bring it to an end.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. AndroidStud here. You can check me out on YouTube at AndroidStud. Got some videos, Talking Tech Tuesday. Got some new technology dropping from Samsung, so I'll have some news on that. Hoping to release a couple more videos this week on some things I've been working on. So check me out there at AndroidStud. Thanks, Team 100, BG, Forbes, Rob. Forget that other guy's name. Oh yeah, Allan. Allan, phone tech at work, tech gentleman, all the boys. I want to thank my Project 13 for coming on. That's kind of cool. He's a cool cat. And that's it, man. Thank you guys for having me on. I appreciate that.
Forbes.
All right, I totally forgot. I was sleeping there for a minute. Hey, this is Joseph from Forbes Tech Reviews. You can follow me on Twitter at Forbes Reviews. You can also follow me on YouTube at Forbes Tech Reviews. Yeah, shout out to Team 100, Leo, Rob, and BG. It's been fun. I'm waiting for Allan to jump in and give his outro. So, but I don't know where he's at right now. But yeah, definitely
jump in.
It's been fun. And yeah, just always hang out with us. Shout out to everybody that's still watching us, even though football is still on. So shout out to everybody.
Appreciate that.
Shout out to the shout outs.
I'm gonna make mine real quick. All right. You can follow me at youtube.com, Rob Pounsley for RP3 Tech Reviews. You can also follow me on Twitter at RP3 Roman numeral 3 Tech. At Twitter at RP3 Tech _reviews. Now Instagram, I'm sorry, my bad. Anyhow, guys, it's been fun. Thanks to my Project 13, AndroidStud, Forbes, Phone Tech at Work, and Tech Gentleman, who will probably be back next week, please. And also our host, BG Tech Life. Thanks for hosting another morning chat. And be on the lookout for our phone awards. Hopefully we can get that organized this week.
Yep.
And come up with the categories and have a unique award show. Again, thanks, BG.
We need to, as a group, we need to work on that. Oh, Rob, you need an AK. You need an AKA like Tech Gentleman. You need the Professor of Tech.
Oh,
Professor Bob.
I'm telling you, man, a Professor of Tech. My man was breaking down penicillin on the screen, bro. I got a history lesson, yo.
He's like, this is Rob Pouncey, aka the Professor of Tech.
Yeah, I ain't that good. I ain't that smart.
Dog, you smart. You go into the nether. Hey, you go into the nether regions of tech. With me and Forbes, it were just like, yeah, Snapdragon 835, 18x9. Rob's like, yeah, I was watching the Google I/O conference. They got that 845 here. I was like, what? Hold on, too early for that. Let me get my coffee.
So shout out to everybody that is in the stream. Shout out to all my members, fellow members of Team 100, Rob, Leo, Forbes, Phone Tech at Work, the Tech Gentleman. Shout out to everybody that comes through. Orlando, KB, my project.
Yes, sir.
Coming through. Philly Jazz, Jeff, YS. Sean in the building always. Fire Trap, she always just stops through on a Sunday morning. Shout out to Big Mike Love Church. We had Alpha Racama in the building.
Catch a beard.
Total Tech, shout out for him for stopping through. We had a lot of good folks in the building. So, like I said, guys, if you're in the stream right now and you watch it and you haven't done so, like the video, subscribe to my channel. It means a lot to me. in the stream comment section, you could join the Team 100 community on GroupMe. And we just got something. Well, I just got something new I started for all us note heads. We got a note chat on GroupMe for folks that like to note, since a lot of people kick dirt on it.
I'm gonna be there trolling.
I'm BG Tech Life. You can follow me on Instagram, BG Tech Life. You can follow me on Twitter, BG_Tech Life. This is another Morning Joe talk with Team 100. I appreciate everybody. Happy holidays. We're in the holiday season. We should be back Friday night. The Tech Gentleman will be back. 007 of Team 100. Just thanks for watching. Peace and blessings.
Peace.
We out.
Peace.
Peace.
See you guys, man. Peace.
All right.
See y'all later.
All right.